We're often asked if we have the ability to perform upgrades to files up to the latest schema for the OpenRoads Designer CONNECT Edition versions, bringing those up to the latest edition. And we do have that ability through a delivered utility called the VersionChecker. We're going to use the VersionChecker through the command prompts in order to perform these operations. So this should be used more for the admin side, not from an end user side of things. So I'm going to open up the command prompt and we're going to run through this VersionChecker and do an upgrade to a set of files that are contained within a certain folder. Let's get started by opening up the command window. So in the command prompt, I want to just first start by getting back to the root directory. So I'm going to enter this in, and then for the path to where this VersionChecker is located, we're going to set the directory to that path. So I'm going to leave this up, but I'm going to open up our Windows Explorer. We're going to go to your C drive, Program Files, Bentley, OpenRoads Designer CONNECT Edition, OpenRoads Designer. And inside of this folder, this is going to be our new root path, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this. But if we scroll down, we can see that we have the VersionChecker.exe. I can double click on this, so we're going to just double click on that. We'll fire it off, and it opens up this Explorer to open a file. So I'm just going to select on one of these files, and I'm going to say open, and I'm going to allow that to open up the VersionChecker. So once the VersionChecker opens, this is the GUI interface. You can see that we can see the schema version, the update version. So this file here is a Select Series 4 file. And this is what we're going to be upgrading to be able to be opened inside of OpenRoads Designer. So I'm going to close this interface, and we're going to go back to the command window. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to put in the path to where that VersionChecker is. So I'm going to type in a CD space, and then I'm going to put in the path to that Program Files and then the OpenRoads Designer, and I'm going to select Enter, and that way it creates that as the new root directory. So now that that's there, I can actually open up the VersionChecker, utilize different switches to do different things to the VersionChecker. So I'm going to open up VersionChecker.exe, that's the name of that file, and then I'm going to put in a -- GUI, and we'll hit enter, and I'm going to show how that brings up that same option to open up that interface. Okay, so we're just going to cancel that. Okay, we're going to run the same thing, but this time we're going to do VersionChecker, and then we'll do a help. Okay, so that's going to run the help for this VersionChecker, and it gives us the information on what all that you can utilize with the VersionChecker through the switches. So we can do things like checking this, export the schema to a file, look at the GUI, we did that. We can upgrade, okay, and that's what we're going to focus on with upgrading those files. So what we're concerned with today is looking at the upgrade. So we're going to upgrade a set of files that are within a folder path. We can do upgrades to specific files themselves if you specify the exact file name and then do the upgrade switch. So if we want to, we can come in and we can do VersionChecker, and then I'm going to put in a space, and then in quotations I'm going to put the path to let's just go ahead and show a specific file. So I'm going to open up my upgrade files. So this is the path that I want to use. So I'm going to copy this now, and let's say we want to just do the ss4.dgn. So if we come back to our command prompt, I'm going to paste in that path, and then I'm going to actually put in a /ss4.dgn in quotations space -u. Okay, so that's the -u for the upgrade. So if I were to run this, it would upgrade just this one particular file. But instead of running through this just that single process, I'm going to do it to all the files inside of that path. So I'm going to back this up a little bit, and I just want to do everything inside of the SS4 upgrade files path, which is this path that I have these files located in. So if I do that without another backslash, and I just end quote and then do the -U for the upgrade, okay, when I do that, when I hit the enter key, it's going to take a little bit of time to process, but it's going to run through the version checker, and it's going to upgrade the schema for all of those files so they can be upgraded and opened up in OpenRoads Designer. So once this gets finished, we'll open up the GUI interface again and show how those things have changed. How before, that version for that file was the Select Series 4 version, but we'll show how it upgrades that to the latest OpenRoads Designer Update 6 version. Okay, so that's finished there. When you see the root directory come back up, so I'm going to open up the VersionChecker GUI interface again. Okay, and I'm going to select one of these files. We'll just select this sudo file, and when we say open, when that interface opens up, we'll see that it now has the update to this latest OpenRoads Designer Update 6, and that schema has changed. We can also do bring up the GUI for the path, so let's close this. We'll do the version checker, and then I'm going to put in the path again. Okay, we're going to copy this folder path, end quote -- GUI. We'll hit enter, let it open up the GUI interface, and this time you'll see that it has all of our files within that folder structure listed here. And the good thing about this interface as well is if I had a file that had references, it gives the schemas to those files as well. So where you can't change those schemas here in this file, you can see what is associated, and you can do upgrades to these as needed through the command prompts to upgrade those files. So that's just a quick video to show how we're able to take those Select Series 4 or even some of the older OpenRoads Designer files and perform upgrades on them to bringing them up to the latest schema so they can be opened in OpenRoads Designer CONNECT Edition.